You can use the Array tool to copy selected objects in a linear or radial pattern. The Array tool creates several instances of one or more objects that you can then manipulate simultaneously. If you wish, the members of the array can belong to a group. When you select an object, Revit displays a contextual ribbon for modifying that type of element. I will select this single light fixture. As you can see, the ribbon changes to a contextual ribbon that includes a Modify panel. To create an array, I'll click the Array tool. The Options bar displays several options, including linear and radial. I can click the Radial button to create a radial array. A radial array creates copies of the selected objects along a specified arc. If you choose the Group and Associate checkbox, each copy of the object becomes part of a group, and you can subsequently modify those objects by editing the group. If you cleared this checkbox, each copy is treated as an independent object. In the Number field, you specify the total number of copies to make of the selected object. Note that this includes the original object being arrayed. The Move To option lets you control whether the array will be based on the angle between the first and second members of the array, or the total angle to fill. You can also specify the angle. I'll clear the Group and Associate checkbox and specify a total number of 4 objects, my original and 3 copies. I'll select the Move to Second Radio button, which means that I'll be specifying the angle between the first and second object. Realize that a center of rotation symbol appears at the center of the selected object. This symbol indicates the point about which the selected object will be rotated. If I want the center of the array located at a different point, I can drag the center of rotation symbol to a different location. I can click the Center of Rotation Place button or use the spacebar and then click to position the center of rotation. I'll zoom in and pick a point. Once I've got the center of rotation positioned where I want it, I can click to specify the first ray of rotation. I then see a snap line and a preview bounding box. A listening angle dimension also appears. I can either click to specify the angle or type in an angle value to set a precise angle. Or notice that you can also specify the angle in the Options bar. Positive angle values rotate in a counterclockwise direction. I'll type 90 degrees and press Enter. I now have 4 lights grouped in a cluster. Since I did not select the Group and Associate checkbox, each copy is an individual object. I can repeat this tool by pressing Enter. I can see in the status bar that Revit is prompting me to select objects. I'll select the 4 light fixtures and then press the spacebar or Enter key to let Revit know that I'm done selecting objects. I'll move the center of rotation to a spot above the lights. On the Options bar, I'll select the Group and Associate checkbox, set the number of items in the array to 10, select the Move to Last radio button, enter an angle of 170 degrees, and then press Enter. Revit immediately arrays the lights. This time, because I had selected the Group and Associate checkbox, the array number value is still available, so I can type a new number. I'll type 12 and press Enter. Now there are 12 copies of the 4 light fixtures, including the original. But now they're spaced closer together because there are 2 additional copies within the same 170-degree arc between the first and last element in the radial array.